Welcome back to CWL Anaheim, and live on the desk, we've got the Run It Up guy. Thank you for joining us.
What a title, of course.
Okay, first off, I need you to explain, what does Run It Up mean?
Run It Up is a wide variety of things. It's a term coined by Ian and Nablewide. It basically just means to do whatever you're doing to the best of your ability, and that's what my team's doing today so far. Well, yesterday, we haven't played yet today, but we will be doing that soon.
Now, this is the head of esports operation at 100 Thieves. Of course, Mud Dog joining us on the desk. You may have seen him a lot last year as well. How do you feel about your team going into this matchup with Gen G?
I'm very confident about it. Guys are feeling good. They're playing really well. We have a lot of momentum right now, so I think it's going to be tough to stop us, but we just have to make sure to keep winning our searches.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had a rough beginning to this year, and then you came on, and you know the Call of Duty community pretty well, right? So when you guys made this change and over at 100 Thieves, do you expect them to be this good this early on, or was it sort of a long-term vision?
I definitely thought it was more of a long-term vision. I knew that we could get to this level, but I didn't think it'd happen like the flick of a switch like it sort of has. It's been really surprising in a great way, and really the improvement we've made since London too is something that's been great to see. So hopefully we just keep getting better and better.
Have you
step by step.
Have you or Cutter done anything to help his team stay consistent? Because so far in this game, no team that won a tournament has had even a chance to win the next one. You guys are the only team. Did you do anything?
I think the biggest thing is just reminding them to not get complacent after that London win. Like a lot of teams get post-event, post-victory hangovers, and they don't practice as hard. They don't work on refining their game. And these guys are staying humble, staying hungry, and just really putting in the work.
And so we kind of saw a moment of that in Pro League when you guys did lose, and we were wondering a little bit what was going on, if it was kind of sluggish. And I believe they told us, hey, we relaxed a little bit, picked it back up. What was it for you guys when you were talking about that, saying we need to wake up? How did you guys kind of regroup?
I mean, the biggest thing regarding that was just to know that we're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the game. And then, as I said, it just goes back to our search and destroy. We're playing so much more confident on the map now. We're doing a lot better. We're making smart decisions, and we're very decisive. And we just need to keep that up.
All right, let's look at our recent matchup. Again, about to come up, 100 Thieves and Gen G. You can see it there. 100 Thieves beating them 3-1 already at Anaheim.
That's true, but do you think, have you guys talked about maybe changing up the vetoes for that control? Because yeah, you guys won 3-1, but you don't want to rest on your laurels, right? Do you know if they discussed vetoes with them or Crowder?
Round, it was that beginning, right?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the veto process has been at the moment and everything, but I know that our control, we feel a lot more confident about it than we've showed lately. Earlier in the game, we were probably the best control game. We figured it out a lot quicker than other teams. So we definitely have the confidence in our back pocket. As long as they're playing any map besides Seaside, honestly, I'm confident, but I don't want sub maps.
What's the team dynamic with Enable, right? Because he's starting to play a lot better in Search and Destroy. And early in the year, there were a lot of people you need to get rid of Kenny, you need to get rid of Enable next up, and you need to make that roster change to be a team that can win. And people didn't give him credit until you guys actually won. It took you guys a championship for Enable to get credit. So what's the team dynamic with him, and how is he getting so much better at Search?
The other 4 guys on the team are actually his biggest fan. I was talking to Octane last night, and he's just saying he has the hardest role in the game, and he does it better than anyone else. All 5 of my players are really selfless, and it enables them to have a really unique play style. And then Ian with Search and Destroy, he's just been putting in a lot of extra work, trying to refine. His biggest issue is his decision-making mid-round and just sort of his instincts. So just by playing more Search in general, you should develop that over time.
So he has sort of these intangible things that a lot of the fans might not know about. I team with him, so I know that he's just a really good teammate, good guy, brings the good vibes, and he works really hard as well. He watches VOD after. So kind of explain sort of some of the intangibles that he has and how he helps this team outside of just being a great player.
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good in-game communicator, really strong talking, just getting the guys on the same page. And then just what you touched on, the work ethic, it's not just Ian, it's all 5 of them, but they're watching VODs after every single match, whether we win or lose. Crowder's leading the VOD review session. I haven't seen a team really do this as consistently as we do, so it's really cool to see them putting in the work.
It's awesome.
All right, let's look at our key player matchup. That is going to be Octane versus Mox.
I'm telling you, I said it earlier, I'm waiting for Mox to be that big game player. I feel like in the big games, when it gets down to it, Mox struggles a little bit against the top ARs, and you look at his stats and those are fantastic, but he really needs to step up big time. Against Octane, against Slasher, he has to be the guy to go toe-to-toe with him because he has the subs.
Asking him to exactly keep up with Octane and Slasher is a tall task though. It's got to be a team effort. Their teamwork has to be on point. Octane and Slasher are just 2 of the best ARs I've ever seen.
He can't drop the ball. I've seen a couple bad maps out of Mox later in these tournaments. He has to rise up to the occasion.
All right, Mud Dog, thank you so much for joining us here on the desk, but we are ready to get into things. Gen G versus 100 Thieves with Miles and Momo.
Thank you very much, Desk. Thank you, Run It Up guy. Oh boy! Winners finals. We've made it. Anaheim has been all kinds of funny. I've been feeling all kinds of things all weekend long. Miles and Momo here going to be bringing that winners finals matchup, and it is Gen G going up against 100 Thieves. Now, I don't know, the most exciting thing for me about this series, of course, we could see the possibility of 100 Thieves going back-to-back, but Gen G, a chance for them to finally break the kind of curse they've been running with, that unable to make an impact here at these open events, and this could be it.
This could be it. 100 Thieves obviously looking for the back-to-back. Everyone's kind of choosing these as the favorites going into the tournament. People had their eyes on United after the Pro League. United done up to game, and of course, having a strong showing already on the main stage on Sunday. They love to do it. However, Gen G, a team which no one really had in their top 6, top 4, top 5, but
I did.
top 3. I mean,
did.
Miles, you're lying to everybody. Take it back. One thing I will say, though, going into this one, Hardpoint Hacienda and Hardpoint Arsenal, it's not great to play 100 Thieves, but you've got to pick your poison. You've got to play one. Gen G going for Hacienda on this one as we start things off. Octane, Slasher, Priester, and Enable by a kill each, and now they're controlling the Hardpoint for now.
There was the first taste of Octane versus Morks, and so far, you're a 100 Thieves fan. I know there's a few in the venue. They're having a good time of it. Priester finding his second. Hardpoint time starting to tick away. Now, a lot of teams don't find a lot of great success on this first hardpoint, but 100 Thieves, they have certainly managed to break the mold there, and they've certainly found the formula. Rotations coming underway soon. You can see Gen G spawning out towards the second hardpoint, top right-hand side of the screen. Slasher currently on point. If you can find any more there, they'll be magical, but not to be found. An early lead for 100 Thieves as we go into our second rotation in 10.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I believe 100 Thieves in CWL Anaheim has had Hacienda Hardpoint in every single series. Everyone just bans Arsenal against them, and again, like I said, you've got to pick one of them. But 100 Thieves, they're just getting better and better as they go on. And a point to Gen G up until this very moment. We're breaking from the front here. Morks taking a position. Kenny from behind. Quick shot punches. Havoc does answer back. We're looking for a couple of them himself. The kill feed is red. And 100 Thieves do break from the back, only one alive, and that's going to be Morks and Major Maniac. As 100 Thieves, they take over, and with 40 seconds here, they can extend this by a large margin.
Yeah, straight off the rip, we're seeing 100 Thieves slay out, and that is essential on Hacienda and Kenny in particular. So far, so good for him. 4-4, 5-1 for Slasher, 5-2 for Priester. And I have a feeling it's only just beginning still. We are seeing the pressure now mount. As Gen G make their way towards that hard point, seeing these numbers just starting to dwindle though. They had 2-3 players up, and then before you know it, Kenny sitting at back rock is just going to clean up Major Maniac just like that. The rotation is now underway for Fences. Gen G first in, but can they hold on to it? The break now from 100 Thieves as they get the final 5 seconds of Lambo Hill. And forward they go.
You see Priester number 10 on the main map going for a very wide flank. He's looking for that important kill, and Kenny spawns with him. Priester adds to the mix, and now they can go for the pinch. 2 players spawning down by the fences here, but look at the mini-map here. 100 Thieves pushing from every single angle. They are going to be outnumbers as they go in 1 by 1, but Morks, as the Death said, needs to step it up, needs to be that big game player. Envoy and Havoc, though. The Sorg duo for Gen G can definitely cause a stir.
I mean, right now it just seems to be a total outclassing from in every single department. You know, the Sorgs are doing better. The Maddoxes are doing better. You know, Octane versus Morks gunfights are not really going the way. The ICRs are winning 400 Thieves. They have a distinct advantage. Nagafen finally get himself back out of a bad slump. We saw him get dropped by Priester moments ago, and now the hard point is going the way of Gen G. Naga once again locking down the back. Someone up over the top. That was gifted to him as Priester shows his backside for a little too long. Nabel making his way forward. The other run-it-up guy finds a kill before being immediately traded out, and then we have 80 leading 57.
Let's not forget 100 Thieves, they did play Gen G previously in this tournament. Hacienda Hardpoint was actually the first game mode in that series. It went to 100 Thieves 250 to 187. So I'll be interested to see if that is replicated. Gen G, though, they feel themselves on this map to play it against 100 Thieves. Very ambitious. Kenny finds one, wiggles his way around, stays alive, waits for the backup as Slasher is there to help, but over by the rock, Nagafen leading in. 45 seconds is going to be contested as 100 Thieves still lead, but a cluster will be thrown over. Priester with the double, Octane with the double, and Slasher finishes things off. And one thing I say about 100 Thieves is that get these kills at the same time. It's so damn dangerous.
It's decisive. There is a flank developing. It was going to be Nagafen, but Slasher is going to rip him up and Enable on point. Back on the Slasher as he's holding down low, and you're going to see the kill feed now go the way of Gen G as they make the break. 20 seconds left on the hard point. It's not going to be quite enough time, but as we say, on this hard point up by top rock, worth fighting over those final few moments because you basically just jump straight over the wall, straight back into the house, and looking down on that first round once again. Enable gets taken down before he can make any more of that play. Kenny, what in the Kenny? What was that?
Left, right, good night. Havoc will fall. Kenny lighting things up here over by the rock. First rotation done, dusted, and over. 100 Thieves are going to lead by nearly 50 points as Octane He hardly misses. He's got 15 bullets. He doesn't even need to reload. He's looking for that second player. Waiting, anticipating, and Havoc goes down, but he's helped by Priester. Now he's going to put another magazine in that. Going to Priester, again, with a knockdown himself. 100 Thieves right now, not on the hard point, not collecting points here, and it's interesting because at the moment they're just slaying around this, and it looks like they're trying to flip those spawns. They're getting aggressive. Now they spawn Gen G out. Now they start to get the points on the hard point. And 100 Thieves playing this so methodically. Priester, Slasher, and Octane all have their specialists.
It's like clockwork. You get into the second set of rotations and 100 Thieves start to pull away with it. There's no slowing them down. I mean, this might be something. That's going to be 4 straight kills, potentially a 5th if Priester. He's actually sloughed right through. He's going to help open up the Lambo driveway. Major Maniac on your screen, trying to get that one done. Can't get it done as Enable, and Priester now fall. It's a solid hold from Gen G. The kills go their way as the hard point flips, and this is what we want to be seeing is more out of Morks right now, 7 and 10. His engagements have been low. That's a nice bit of a kill, but a help from Major Maniac, and here we go. The play now developing 400 Thieves. War Machine ready to go for Slasher. He could break this wide open with it. There's a slam for Priester. Specialists ahoy. You know what happens, friends, when Priester gets his slam out. Still, we're going to see that War Machine come through. It's not going to do a whole lot so far, but the nades are up. Black jackets are on. Slasher, Attack 5 comes through as well. It's a pretty heavy investment to try to break Lambo, and Gen G seem to be holding.
Yeah, Attack 5 has been invested as the slam, and ladies and gentlemen, Priester with all 5. Gen G will see you at the fences. And as always, Priester coming up drums, 22 and 11 on a 5-kill streak, and 4 of them, of course, with that slam.
Okay.
Unbelievable things.
Still, go to the back of the map. Octane trying to fight for control of the fences. Kenny's going to be leading the charge. Top plat's going to be Slasher, backing him up, and here we have the play. Lightning Strike coming through for Priester. Straight into the hard point, softens him up. Doesn't find one. Morks actually gets away with his life there, so we've still got presence on point for Gen G. Kenny's going to back on up. That stim's going to come through. We're seeing the connector battle go down. Nagafen down low, gets cut down by 2 members of 100 Thieves. And here we have the play over the front for Gen G. The crossfire coming through the fences. Kenny, he's had a great run so far as he puts Havoc down. Brighton behind him, up over the fences. And 100 Thieves dominate the kill feed.
They dominate the kill feed. They dominate the hard point here. Kenny, quick put of the gun to the back of the head there. Will finalize that kill. 184 and climbing, looking for that 200-point mark here on the fences. The kill feed is all red. Gen G look absolutely lost. Priester dropping nearly a 2.0, but Slasher, much like the last time they met up, he was a 1.43 he held, and now he's doing the exact same, and even extending on that. 84 points to his name on the hard point. Envoy and Havoc do clean up and try and regain a little bit, but 100 Thieves break 200, and Gen G have a huge mountain to climb.
Big old mountain to climb. No surprise to see 100 Thieves break that 200 mark, but we're still seeing Gen G in current control of Rock. What have they got? 3 members of 100 Thieves now pushing down by Waterside. One of them's in the boathouse. Kenny on your screen. They're trying to make that break happen. You see 3 of them down here. 2 of them are going to be sitting top house. Lightning Strike at the ready for Kenny. Plays that one sensible. He's also going to get the Hellstorm. He could use Hellstorm right now to just break it. No one's in position. His teammates aren't going to find any of that splash damage. Hellstorm's up. For some reason, Kenny puts himself out in the open, but hey, that's going to be fine. Octane manages to secure the hard point now with that Tempest in hand. Quick contest comes through. That's a lovely shot and a chain. He's going to find 2 at least. There's a potential for the 3rd, but Morks finds 2.
15 seconds remain here. We're going to the 3rd rotation, and Gen G have closed that gap a little bit there and actually weeded out Kenny's Hellstorm, which didn't come to anything. Kenny, though, does he need a Hellstorm? Probably not. Not with the Maddox in hand. He seems to be firing on all cylinders as he takes down 1 more before Envoy takes him out. Now we go back to the fountain here in the middle, and interesting enough, look at all the players setting up at the top, trying to just get the map control, trying to get the kills for their squad. 50 seconds, plenty of time still to go around. You're more than likely going to see this go towards Garage as well. Enable tags 1 up, won't find the kill. Sadly will fall to Morks here. 100 Thieves holding the line. They don't want to spawn out, but sadly for them, Enable is going to have to wrap around and try and go for a pinch.
There comes the pinch. Envoy down low. Slash is going to clean up Nagafen on the next point, so we're going to see the battle already go down for the side of the map. Havoc's going to win that one as well. Meanwhile, in mid-map, we are seeing the presence felt. Priester finding his 2nd double within a matter of seconds. He's at 27 and 17. The only other player close to him is Kenny at 23 and 18. 22, 19 is going to be Octane. We are seeing this slowly but surely come back, but is it going to be enough? Over towards Lambo we go. Octane's in. Naga's down. And this is a solid hold. Octane's in a position in 3 seconds. we could be looking at the final hard point of the match. Octane lined up, Kenny backing him up once again. Here comes Streaks, that's going to be a lightning strike. The back driveway is going to be decimated right there, and here comes the play right through middle. Havoc with a slam, he finds two, he gets stuck immediately. Can they make anything out of the slam? The pressure is mounting, and here comes Naga in the back. Kenny's still trying to hold on, there's attack 5 if he wants it, and I must admit, Gen G have managed to get the break.
Well, Gen G, as I said last time they played this map mode, map 1 against 100 Thieves, they only got 187 points. They're looking to do even better, maybe steal this away from 100 Thieves as Envoy, causing trouble up front here. He's getting the specialist as well. War Machine available. Morks now gets himself the Vision Pulse. This has to be invested. The kill feed this time is going Gen G's way, and with 21 seconds left, they're going to break the 200-point mark as the rotation sets. 100 Thieves will have to wait to fences. We've got Vision Pulse either side. We have got a War Machine, sorry, Tempest there for Major Maniac as well. We've seen what he can do. Let's see if he can break the fences. Vision Pulse has been popped.
100 Thieves just got such a huge scoreline at this moment that, you know, they can let that time go. They can let the time go while they set up for the next hard point. But here we go, Major Maniac, Morks punching their way through tin. Here comes the lightning strike from Envoy. It's gonna stop up the entire field, and oh boy, we may have a change here. 100 Thieves to split up somewhat. Envoy's managed to get himself a Hellstorm. The time is ticking. Enable gets cut down. Envoy, as he finds the kills upstairs, is going to be Havoc as Kenny answers back straight away. Tempest now in the hands of Major Maniac. The business end of this game is well and truly upon us.
Vision Pulse popped. Tempest at the ready. Teammates falling. 100 Thieves prevail here, and they are on the hard point. They can end it here, but with the streaks coming in, this is going to force these players inside. And interesting enough, he's looking to curl it straight into the tin, and he might just find one, won't need to, as the teammates coming from behind. Octane and Kenny are going to pick it up. They only need 6 points. They are on the hard point. Only one player to challenge. Nagafen goes in. Nagafen will drop, and 100 Thieves come out on top. But boy, oh boy, that was a lot closer than last time. 100 Thieves take Hacienda hard point.
Only just an exciting series to start, an exciting map to start this series off.
I thought Gen G had it for a second there.
Well, they did until 100 Thieves hit the perfect break. 4 clean kills. They're still spawning out back, but the presence there from 100 Thieves, they just play hard points so well.
Slasher, Priester, coming up with big numbers. You saw Kenny there throughout. The Scuff play of the game can only go to one man, Priester. And yes, the slam is beautiful, but he finds the 5th as well with the Maddox. Got tagged only once, and he gets just beyond that Lambo there to find all 4. And I tell you what, Miles, you're down by the water at that point. You're Slasher, and you're like, I'm ready to go in. And you see that in the kill feed, you're like, oh, okay, thanks, Priester. Thanks, buddy. All right, I'm in.
Yeah, no worries. I'll pick up your cover. There you go. Brilliant stuff from 100 Thieves to start the series off. No major surprises. 100 Thieves don't have a weak hardpoint map. They have dropped, I don't think, any hardpoints outside of the one against Optic so far in the tournament.
Yeah.
No surprises there. Now we go to Search and Destroy.
Well, they played Hacienda hardpoint in every series. It's looking like it's working out for them, but they were pushed there. Gen G putting up a better fight than they did previously. However, hardpoint's done, and we'll maybe see it again in map number 4. But Search and Destroy, like you said, this is a different ball game. He said on the desk, Mud Dog, obviously, as long as 100 Thieves keep winning that Search and Destroy, they will prevail. They can win this tournament once again. And of course, S&D, we all know, wins championships. But they've looked strong so far.
I mean, Gen G have really run the gauntlet when it comes to teams so far in the tournament. They've taken down some of the finest in Search, and this is going to be an absolute bout between these two teams. I mean, I think yesterday we called the two titans of the event was going to be, you know, E6 and
yeah,
that's completely out of the water now. Obviously, E6 have been eliminated, commiserations to them, but now we have Gen G going up against 100 Thieves, and the Search is going to be a big one. The hard points are pretty open and closed. That performance does change it for me, though. I still think that we can see something coming out of Gen G in that map 4 if we do manage to get to it, but nonetheless, that Search is going to be close. Gen G, I mean, they wrote the book on Search and Destroy to begin Black Ops 4 with. Obviously, changes come through. Envoy, the most recent addition to the squad, way back when, in early Pro League days. But they're still an absolute force to be reckoned with when it comes to Search and Destroy. Now in London, obviously 100 Thieves, they weren't the strongest Search team. They were falling to E United there. What have they changed? What have they mixed up since then to really find themselves here in the Search? I mean, this is going to be a big one for them. If they lose the Search, we find themselves in Control. Control's a little bit of a coin toss between both these two teams, and then the hard point kind of open and close. Still, friends, if you've enjoyed Anaheim, which I'm sure you have, you will no doubt enjoy Miami. Coming up on July 19th to the 21st, that is our Call of Duty World League. That's the Pro League Finals right there, friends.
That's it. Not far away, July 19th through 21st. Exciting times ahead. My first time in Miami as well. Excited for that one.
Very excited. Of course, we've seen Call of Duty events in the sunny state of Florida before, but first time to Miami for most of us. And I mean, I hear it's humid, very humid, but we are close to the beach. So that's always going to be nice. The Miami Convention Center, of course, about 50 yards from the sands.
Listen, I was built for that type of weather, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Whoa, dude.
Hail, ginger, get me to Miami.
Okay.
However, got to finish Anaheim first of all. 100 Thieves looking for the back-to-back. Going into this, of course, 100 Thieves only one loss in each game mode this whole tournament. Gen G only one loss in Search and Destroy and Control. Guess who that Search and Destroy loss came to? It was 100 Thieves, and it was a 6-2. But interestingly enough, they played it on Hacienda. This time around, the vetoes are a little different. Frequency is what we see. We will be seeing that a little later on as well. We've got that Control coming up, and we saw the difficulties that 100 Thieves had against Gen G on Control. They pretty much got wiped out the part there with a 3-0, but we'll talk about that a little later on here as we get into the Search and Destroy. Very simple. 5 lives for either squad here, no respawning, and oh boy.
Oh
got
boy.
A very fast, aggressive defense here for 100 Thieves. Octane manning the ship from the top middle, dropping down with a Paladin. Interesting position, however, Paladin watching the flank for Nagafen. This snipe battle's gonna be an interesting one as Octane will take the high ground once again. Kenny to open things up as Nagafen will fall, and now it's a 4v5 on the defensive side for Gen G.
You watched, as soon as Nagafen died there, the immediate play from 100 Thieves was to go right overextend, but wait a minute, Havoc changed it. Morks finds 2 as well. That's 2v2. Where'd that round go?
Straight to Gen G's top pocket. And with a couple of doubles either side, Gen G will take it. That'll be a nice start for them. We saw Joey jumping onto the main stage, going through all these strats beforehand, and I'm sure there's plenty to look back on. Plenty of VODs that these guys will be going through time and time again. But that's the type of start you want for Gen G, when you've just fought valiantly on that hard point to push it to the extent that they did and lose. Starting Search and Destroy strong is always a good thing. Now, flipping it on its head, we're going to get the defensive side of Gen G. See what they do. Will they be as aggressive as the Thieves?
Don't call them the Thieves. You know Nate doesn't like it. Here we go. Round 2. Havoc, once again, hyper-aggressive, unable to close out the kill against Slasher, though. That's going to come back to bite him. Here we go. All over to B is going to be 100 Thieves, and now we have the slow rotate coming through the backside of jungle through blue corner. Enable gets cleaned up there by Morks before he can get the bomb down. Kenny's going to pick up the bomb straight away. Nade's up top. Octane's going to get the kill with a nade. That's a 3v4 right now. Still keeping the bomb there by B. They have yet to be able to move it out. They're pinned somewhat. I mean, they have one way out here, and that's going to be through orange. Havoc's trying to get the cut off before they can get out there towards the back end of the base, and here we have it. He could catch these players on the transition.
B circles round to window. That concussion could be deadly. And Havoc, known for his Search and Destroy, but he's going to run straight into the Maddox of Priester here. And Major Maniac just saw the tip of the helmet there. And he's going to find one, maybe find the second as well. Priester taking damage, unfortunately for him, but he does manage to get away with his life. And 100 Thieves now still with the life advantage. Bomb is down, 2v3 retake for Maniac and Nagafen. Looking, searching, and trying to destroy, but it's not going to happen here. Or pinned down, shut down, Slasher. And it's all up to Nagafen.
I imagine that round goes real different if you kill Slasher in the beginning. If Priester doesn't manage to get away, I mean, both those players, they saw the light, their lives flash before their eyes, but they managed to change that round in a big way. Now it's back 1-1. Play of the game is going to go to Morks, of course, catching Enable there on the bomb site. Crucial play in its own right at the time. We go back into it. Round 3 is moments away. We can see more snipes out of these teams again. Octane opened up the first round with a snipe. Nagafen likewise, but this round is all in on B. 100 Thieves, 2 players go top. Better make it 3. Now they've managed to rotate at the bottom. We'll see if this works out for him. It's only number 2, Major Maniac sitting up top, and whoa ho ho, 100 Thieves open this one up with 3 clean kills.
Should be a clean sweep for them as well. When it's a 5v2, you see them wolfpacking. They're trying to take him down. Morks tried to take his own there, but it didn't work out for him. And Major Maniac's just going to back on up, and it looks like he's looking to do the same as well. 100 Thieves will get another round on the board here, on lead in the series and the round count.
And that's what happens when you push together. You get 3 great kills straight off the rip.
Yeah.
You got top mid control. No one's up there, so you drop down bottom and you immediately overflow that B-bomb site. 3 kills to start it off is so great. They push the advantage all the way to that round end. Major Maniac has no chance in hell of finding anything happen there. Solid round from 100 Thieves. We go now into round 4.
We've seen teams be so dominant in the respawns, and we're kind of waiting for the same in Search and Destroy for a team, but 5v5, it's very hard to be that consistent. 100 Thieves are pretty much nailing it though. That S&D's been pretty spot on here in Anaheim. The strategy, the work they're putting beforehand most certainly into fruition now. Pushing forward again, straight through the window they go. Havoc though from behind, finds one, won't be able to finalize the kill, and he will stay alive, which is the best he can hope for. But a team effort for 100 Thieves, and time again, that's the way the cookie crumbles here. Is now a 4v4. Cluster put straight into the top window, doesn't connect here as the bomb will go down on A.
I like the way that Gen G have adapted to this one again, running in 2s. They know that 100 Thieves are willing to just throw bodies into these gunfights. It's always 2 players at a time, and this is exactly what Gen G are trying to do here. And this is an awkward gunfight to say the least, but Morx is going to just manage to get the tip. Priester shows in the right time. Octane now. Oh my, Envoy finds 2, making this a 2v1. That's exciting, to say the least. Can Envoy find it? Priester in a 1v1. Oh, nope, sorry, take it all back. Sorry, I read that wrong. 2-0. Envoy's going to get the defuse. That's the Sorg duo right there on your screen.
Envoy with 3 kills as well. Be interested to see how close he is to score streaks going into the next round. And again, Gen G, do they see this as a must-win? Last time they met up, it was a 3-1, but the one map that they did win was the Control. If they can win the Search and Destroy and go into that Control with maybe a little bit more confidence here, who knows what series we have on our hands. But Envoy coming up, Trump's there. Nice double kill by the window. And again, amazing just to see kind of a lot of these players and where they were last year. You think of Envoy, Asim, Cell. Incredible, you know, Phantoms, for example. These guys all coming up, joining these pro teams and making a mark. 2-2, round number 5.
No snipes just yet, and we are going to see a slow push towards A now for Gen G. Once again, that mid-map control is just dominated by 100 Thieves and not letting anyone get through. 2 players up top, 1 down low, and again, 1 towards A, 1 towards B. You love to see it. Mid-map, of course, is that kind of conduit between all those bomb sites. Connects the entire map together right now, and if you control that, you can control the flow of players. Kenny on your screen. The bomb is going to be armed at A. He caught whiff of something, he backed up, that common sense is tingling. Now bomb goes down. It's a 5-on-5 retake. You can see 100 Thieves, they're stacking up. All of them are just managing to hit that back. They could punch this together. 2 are going to punch through mid, possibly window, but they have the numbers now on the site. This is going to come down to the trades. This is going to have to be absolutely perfect. And so far, 100 Thieves, they're going to start this one off with a nice kill. Uh-oh, that's big. Are they seeing this coming? There's 20 seconds left. You better check it. You better check it. Priester, he's all good, baby. Oh, they get it! 3-on-3. Naga finds the kill.
Someone needs to jump on it straight away, slashes on it. And again, it's a slide and a kill with 7.5. It's not going to happen for 100 Thieves. And Priester, you saw him defusing the bomb. I think it was Octane who tried to jump in front of the bullets. What a teammate, but simply didn't get there in time. Gen G utilizing that slide. Snap.
It's so fun. That exact same strategy we've seen Gen G use time and time again in this tournament.
Yeah.
You know, you retake the site. If you manage to find the bomb and there's no one there, you're like, sure, man, throw one of the players we have straight onto the defuse. We'll do what we can to cover you. That has won them 2, maybe 3 rounds yesterday alone. Many. I mean, it's a game-winning strategy, man.
100 Thieves again. Showing what they're made of. I think Octane got 3 of the kills that round. Maybe even more, but 3 towards the end. 6-3 currently stands, but Gen G lead. Now 3-2 with back-to-back rounds. Enable's going to grab that bomb, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a B hit. Top control is going to go to Gen G. I'm worried for 100 Thieves, especially if they look over here. This is going to be information. Major Maniac might decide to push this, but Enable finds an important double. Priester shutting 1 down. And now in a 5v2, Slasher has that one-on-one versus Nagafen. Does go down. Maybe. Something out of nothing. Morx tries to get behind that bomb. We know how good the cover is, and Nagafen will not try the 1v4. He's off the map. And the rounds will now all be tied up.
3-3. Again, you're seeing what happens when you're separated. 100 Thieves, they run as a unit. I mean, you watch that kill cam from Morx's perspective, and He runs into 3 red players. There's just nothing he can do in that situation. I mean, all 100 Thieves have just got to end up team shooting each other and killing themselves at that point, and there's just no way that's going to happen. Mork's in a tough spot. And Gen.G know that now. I mean, the way 100 Thieves are playing this frequency search, it's so fast. They play together, and they cut off these widespread defenses that Gen.G have. On the offense now, again, right through mid-map. Great reads from Gen.G. The trades are there. They're going to stack players towards middle. Major Maniac Octane with the X-ray vision. 2v3 as Kenny tries to push it to that round 8. With a little bit of help from Octane, who finds his second in that round. 100 Thieves with the lead.
Kenny, again, dangerous with what seems like every weapon. ICR, Sword, Maddox, Mr. Do-It-All, and you can see here, takes down Morks with a little help from his friends, then pushes forward, picks up a second kill for the round, helping 100 Thieves get another one on the board. Oh, in fact, he got 3. Not bad round for Kenny there. Nagafen was his last victim. And back-to-back rounds for 100 Thieves now. Puts them in a very prime position. All smiles for Kenny.
And rightfully so. London was great for Kenny. Highlight plays. We'll never forget those control rounds. He's had a pretty good Anaheim too. Octane, a little indecisive on the play, but we're going to see 4 members of 100 Thieves make their way straight in towards A, relatively uncontested. Of course, Octane 50 points away from streaks. An assist. A sneeze, and he might get that. Straight in on towards the bomb we go. There's the arm. He's going to be getting streaks with that. No one in position to make this work. Now, Gen.G have opted for a complete fan. They're fanned out on the attack now on the retake. They could find something. They can find a cheeky pick. That's not going to help. Octane sadly finds Kenny. Through mid-map it goes. Priester caught unaware there by the stun, and now the break is on. 4v2 as Envoy finds another kill. Octane, he's going to back up. Slasher just behind him. They have a nade to work with, and they have the lightning strike.
And he pings it, which makes them get off the bomb. But are they just going to get back on it? He's now down to just Octane. He used the ping himself. He's got the lightning and the Hellstorm. However, the defuse will come in. Plenty of time to play with, but he did open that suitcase. He did use the ping, opted not to put it down. And he'll have that a little later on in the Search and Destroy. But Gen.G, fantastic retake. You kind of touched on it yourself there, how they fanned out. They just kind of pinched them. And again, unfortunate team kill came in for 100 Thieves, but what was important was the concussion, the use of the tacticals when kind of retaking that. It just shocked them, it stunned them, it kind of put them in an almost impossible situation as Gen.G tightened the grip, as they do once more here on the Search and Destroy. Going into round number 9, 4 each. Octane though, Lightning and Hellstorm, I'm sure they'll come in handy.
Yeah, waiting for that B play. Gen.G do not want to be going near the outside of the map because it's just going to be a death box for them. 2 sets of streaks are going to just rain down. Slash is playing this one real slow by A. We like that. And of course, the other side of the board, Octane playing the long game at B as well. So the decision now from Gen.G has got to be decisive, and that's a great way to get it started. Of course, Flak Jacket is going to keep Slasher up and about, but bullets, they'll stop Kenny. Octane now reinforcing that rear as they push in towards A. Bomb goes down. Could be seeing streaks. Envoy in a powerful position up front. He actually stays alive. Envoy still stays alive. Envoy stays alive. 4v1 to put Gen.G on map point.
Gen.G just 1 round away here from taking the Search and Destroy, and again, still that Lightning and Hellstorm in the hands of Octane. But Envoy, it was after this first kill. He took damage, but he opted to just keep aiming in. Didn't regen. Takes full advantage and will shut down Slasher with ease there. And now, how important is it for Gen.G to take this round, to win this Search and Destroy, to tie up the series and go into the only game mode that they won previously against 100 Thieves. 90 seconds on the clock. Envoy is actually really close to that war machine. 1 kill, and he'll be able to pop it as well.
Yeah, 10 and 5. He's had a stunning search. And here we go. He could catch someone just peeking around the corner. That's good timing. He saw that. The shots are up from top window. There's no one in a position to really make anything happen here, and the Lightning Strike's going to force his players in. I doubt we'll see a kill, but you'd like to see it. He had to do it blind again. No ping up over the top. Major Maniac. Wow. Whoa. He must have been fully clenched after seeing that balcony. Priester finds the first on a Major Maniac. Here comes the trades. Envoy. The time is going to be sweet, and it's not good enough. Enable gets it. Mork's trying to get involved. 4v2. 100 Thieves looking to force that round 11.
Priestess trying to baits out beautifully for Slasher and Nagafed. We'll see you in round 11 as we kick things off here. Envoy does not get the War Machine, I don't believe, as he gets taken down without picking up a kill or an assist. Hellstorm is still in the mix, and we're going to go to a round 11.
The very fact that we don't see Envoy come into this round with the War Machine is huge. We still do have streaks to play with. Man, it just comes down to that one kill. Here we go, round 11.
So selfless there from Priester as well, just baiting out for his teammates.
Ready to rock and roll for Octane with that Hellstorm. He still has a chance to pop that one down. Again, we do have Gen G on offense. I mean, they're not going to be hitting towards B. Let's face it, again, it's just an open field for them. Mid-map contested there by 100 Thieves. It's going to be a slow push towards A. Once again, Slasher on the elbow, just watching that lane. He won't let anything come through. I wonder if Nagafed's sniping number 1. Is he going to be sitting? No, he's not. Still running the ICR. They've had words.
Running a sniper, round 11 in this situation would, tell you what, be interesting. However, all 5 alive, either side, no one yet to make the move. Look at number 2 and 4 though, they're just watching the flank, maybe anticipating something from Priester or Enable, but they're not going to find anything. Everyone playing their part in this search and destroy. 10 kills for Envoy, 9 for Octane. Hellstorm called it.
There it is, they had to bait it out.
What's he gonna see?
They had to bait it out. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Connects.
Flakjack though, saves the day.
And look at the rotate. Look at the rotate from 2 and 4. One goes down, that's going to be Nagafen, but the bomb site is completely open. 100 Thieves think this is an all-in on B. Little do they know, the bomb has been planted.
Wait a minute.
War Machine has been obtained from this. However, everyone should be running Flak Jacket. They should know, but Envoy has the chance to change the game with one specialist. He's looking, he's searching. They're going to be up close and personal. They're going to be stunned and no! Taken out straight away. 100 Thieves take it, one by one. Priester, Slasher and Kenny. And the hunt begins for Major Maniac. And 100 Thieves come out on top. And that just shows how important your utility is. That concussion grenade. Around 11 for 100 Thieves as they take the series 2-0 so far. Control only around the corner.
And that was the legendary stun that wins them the match from Priester. After that happens, I mean, it's just a house of cards. Priester blows them down. Major Maniac was up next. Huge, huge round there from everyone on 100 Thieves. Here we go, friends. 2-0 here in the winners finals. Coming up next, Control on Frequency. These teams playing for a spot in the grand finals. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you after the break.
The Call of Duty World League is brought to you by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the CWL. And Jack in the Box, the official restaurant of the CWL.
Gentlemen, welcome back to CWL Anaheim Winners Finals. Map 3. It could well be the last one of the series, Miles and Momo. We're carrying through this one because, let's face it, 100 Thieves are looking fire. Straight fire.
They're looking fantastic. And don't forget, loser of this is not out of the ton. They will, of course, drop down. The green wall is waiting. However, the winner will go into that grand final in prime position. This is how it's gone so far. Hacienda half point, it was close, but 100 Thieves clutch up. And talking of clutching up, round after round, back-to-back at the end there for 100 Thieves, a round 11 victory. However, we're going into a game mode where 100 Thieves lost to this very team in pool play. Checking out the leaderboard here for Control, though. That score per minute is led by Envoy. Number 2 is Havoc, number 3 is Kenny, and number 5 is Morks. 4 out of the 5 are on that main stage, Miles.
I mean, that is exciting enough. I mean, it's exciting enough to see the 3 of them are on one team. Gen G with a slight statistical advantage coming into this matchup for certain, but we will see as the match gets underway. Here we go, friends. It's map 3. It's match point for 100 Thieves. So far, they're going to be defending Zone A admirably. Enable finds 2, and like that, it's clockwork. They're going straight for the spawns. They're going straight for the jugular. But look at that, cheeky little Gen G. They managed to escape. Morks, he's late, but he just gets through. Over to B we go.
You say get through, guess who's waiting for him? Kenny, Octane, from above. However, looking for that first tick on to B. Nagafen finds one, again, slip and sliding all around. 28 to 24, as we are gonna see Priester Octane tighten that grip, push on down on B. Nagafen do bounce back here, but again, look at the spawns coming in for Gen G. Very far away, looks like they are gonna head back to B though, and go for a second bite at the cherry.
Yeah, I like that. 2 players of 100 Thieves have moved over top mid to take care of A. So now that we have more presence towards B, they're going to drain the entire tick. The second one is going to be safe for now. All things considered, the fact that they're only down by 4 lives is pretty big for Gen G. Nades are up. Envoy trades out fantastically with his nade on a slasher. Kenny now trying to reinforce. In from behind. Good timing for Kenny. 1 and done is all he needs. Priest is great. He gets traded out though. And so far, Octane winning the final battle there to defend it. The second tick of B is finished though. Over now to A we go.
Yeah, and it just seems like the story of this round is trades are going down back and forth. Everyone's picking up kills, but those last players alive are always 100 Thieves here. Concussion goes out for Kenny. Does connect. Tackmaster, though, should be fine for Envoy as we do see it sliding. Contest goes down. 2-4, make it 3 for Gen G. And Major Maniac finding 1 before dropping. But whether you're running it up or running them down, Gen G, they are in trouble here. 9 lives behind. 5 kills for Kenny. Could this be their last-ditch attempt?
After the first push, there was a 4 life difference. After the second push, there was a 5 life difference. And then they push it to a clean 10 after that one. 21 seconds left. Morks finally getting into the mix on that big kill to flush them out of A. The second tick at A is basically done. That kill from Octane is stupid. That is unparalleled. Lights out accuracy. Priest is trying to force back the spawns. They capture A. Over to B now we go with 6 remaining lives, but 2 of them are trapped on the old A site. Major Maniac, bayonet in hand, makes the charge. He will go down. Havoc's left alone now in a 2v1 situation. There's nothing he can do. In the meantime, the reinforcements, the final 3 members of Gen G get on top of B. They need to hold this. They need to get the cap. But the pinch from 100 Thieves is perfect. Wait, the nades come through. Envoy's last player standing. 1v10. I mean, look, I'm excited because he can potentially get a kill and contest. If he kills Enable, he can just about get a little bit more of the cap.
It's got to be close. But with 1 person on that zone, guess who's coming? 100 Thieves. Not a chance.
He killed
a valiant effort, by all means, but when you only have 1 player, it's so slow. You have 2 or 3 players, and that kind of shows how life count sometimes just goes out the window. He had 1 more teammate with him, that would have been very, very close, and who knows what would have happened. But when you're on your own, it's just so slow. Shout out to Octane. I believe he finished with a 5-kill streak. I think he might have gone down, so he didn't get any score streaks. But 100 Thieves look dominant there as they end with, what, 9-10 lives still?
Still, close round, nonetheless. We've seen a lot of 2-point capture victories in Anaheim. More than we saw in London, more than we saw in Fort Worth, way more than we saw in Vegas. Round 2 we go. 100 Thieves now on offense. 6-3 for Octane. 6-4 for Slasher. 6-5 for Kenny, but it's really Priest at 8-4 leading the charge. KN now for Slasher, ripping his way through Havoc as they start to make progress on B.
Morks finds 2. Cluster goes in, does some damage, but will it be enough? Trades go out, and again, this was the story of round number 1, but 100 Thieves just kept coming out on top. Nagafen trying to change that. First tick does go down, he will fall, and 100 Thieves again, after all trades, after everything's said and done, they're the ones still alive. They're the ones being the thorn in the side of Gen G.
It's a big contest. Envoy still good. Slasher finding the 2 out of the back of that one. Up top mid, Kenny's going to get taken down. Major Maniac still draining the second tick at B. This is solid. The life count is even. I mean, it's not as good as 100 Thieves' first round was. They count on the offense, but now we have him. Octane punching his way through the back. Envoy trying to find these players in off spawn. It's a 2-point capture right now. Again, the trade's going down. Slasher's alone on this point. If he can find the kill on Morks, he can keep this play alive, and the reinforcements are going to B, so Morks clutches up. He saves the day at A. And now the battle for B's going down. Kenny's trying to push that front line forward. This is big. Octane, can you finish the second tick just in time before the contest comes through? 2 done at B. Looking to push another minute on the clock.
Contestant at B as well. If you get B first of all, A sometimes can be done with 5-10 seconds. However, 3 do defend. Slasher, last alive here. KN in hand will be shut down. The grapple coming in from Nagafen here. But look at the minimap. Everyone now 100 Thieves heading over to A. 14-13. Life count is close. Gen G with the TAC 5 boost. 1 falls. Envoy and Havoc, that Sorg duo will come through. And now we see the War Machine. Envoy finds 1, finds 2, finds 3 as well. And out of nowhere, 100 Thieves, they're in trouble.
Straight back onto the spawn. He's still got 1 shot left. He can make that one count. It just finds the face of Kenny, and Kenny's all good to go. Still, the main portion of this push now from 100 Thieves is going right towards B, and Enable's going to lead the charge. He's going to get the kills. Havoc's trying to find something in from behind. Gen G, you've been so good at spawn killing on this map. They need to turn it around now. They need to keep that pressure up, but Priester, Octane, making their way in. Morks with the hero play in the last few seconds. Priester now trying to make that charge towards the point. Slash is backing him up. Can 100 Thieves go 2-0 up here in the control? Priester still good. The slam's at the ready. He could possibly find something up on top, but Kenny's gonna find the kills from top middle. Priester, he's still good. Envoy can't get the kills done as Slasher is covering him 5-on-4 now.
5-on-4, but no one's there. It's as simple as that. B is done and the time will be extended. And this is where we see a retreat from 100 Thieves. They have to regroup. There is no contest. It is literally a game or a round of search and destroy, it seems. And look at the top mid control from Gen G. They're grouping up, and so they should. They have the numbers. Kenny trying to pick away at them. Now, they do have the TAC 5. Whether they choose to invest it, a different story. If they get the first pick, maybe they do, but a War Machine in the hands of Slasher. Dangerous to say the least. Trophy system has been heard. Nagafen, oh my goodness. Little tickle on the side and Slasher falls. Now a 5v3.
That's a huge kill. Morks again, keeping him in this 8-10. Octane's trying to just rip one off, and that would be huge to make the play happen. Enable up front, can't get it done. It comes down to the final 2, Kenny and Octane. They could do something special here. 1 kill would help, 2 kills would be great, but there's no way a team like Gen G let that happen. Naga goes down up first, and it's 4v2 still. It is not enough to get onto the point. 23 seconds. Are they going to sit there? Are they going to sit back and let this happen? 100 Thieves going forward. Kenny can't get it done. We have a control on our hands now.
We certainly do. Let's not forget, last time these guys played, it was a 3-0 in the control to Gen G. We've seen them be a very, very dominant control team. However, after 2 rounds, it is all tied up. And the War Machine, how effective was Envoy that round? Connects with a couple here, even goes on further and gets a couple hit markers, and again, maybe not gets those kills, but he gets that damage in, you know, for his teammates to swoop on in, and those assist points, they all count to, of course, your specialists, whether it be your score streaks. Envoy, we saw him doing some great things in the S&D, now in the control, but cast your eyes to the very top right-hand corner. Octane is slither away from the Tempest. Slasher, Kenny, and Priester, all with the specialists. They saved them all. Even though they lost the round, they do have a lot to play with here.
Tons to play with, 2 to play with right off the rip from Priester. That's big. Great way to start the round, and he's going to try and hit spawn straight away. So we have Major Maniac in mid-map trying to keep that presence alive, because if they hit through orange, then you've got 2 players, 2 angles then where they're going to start hitting. Priesters, the first line of defense. The shots are up. He's going to find 1, a quick trade through. No covering fire to be had. It's Octane, though. He's in. He can't find the second. He just tags 1, but it won't go down. 23-28 now, with Gen G starting to bleed out. And this is what we want to see from 100 Thieves. Then push them right back in their spawn, start giving them a taste of the spawn trap. Big shots come through from Kenny, and again, the specialists, 400 Thieves. They still have that War Machine.
And again, going into that, 100 Thieves, they have the life count. Do they need to invest this? Slasher may want to save this for the next round as well. Still, 2 zones up and running, 30 seconds on the clock. Control can change in a heartbeat. But you look at the minimap, and this is going to be an offensive push towards A. Contest flies out, War Machine hits 1, Nagafen, Havoc's in trouble, 2 fall, 3 fall, and 100 Thieves keep keep on going and keep on trucking here as we see one player over by B. Major Maniac left alone and wisely actually gets off that point just to cause a little bit of a stir. Octane, though, have you seen him with a sword before? He can use it, not bad at all, but with 21 seconds left, the life count favors 100 Thieves.
Once again, Priest is on the flank. Once again, Priest is hitting them in the back at 10 to 22. That life count is huge. 20 kills for Priester, 11 deaths, only 13 seconds left on the clock. They can get onto A, but they have to contend with Enable. It's going to come down to him. He's got to keep them off the point. He's going to find the first. He's going to find the second, and he's doing it for the O boys. That's a big round from Enable. 7 to 18 now with 8.5 seconds. This has to be perfect from Gen G.
Life count simply favors 100 Thieves. Gen G, they have to get it done, and they have to get it done almost in one wave. Slam is available, but they're not going to want to use this and waste it if they lose the round. We see a double kill from Major Maniac, 4 to 14, and again, we've seen control rounds go close to the wire, but with 8.1 seconds here, this is where 100 Thieves, they can afford simply to give B up if they want. They'll let the time extend. They'll simply pick them apart piece by piece as 3 do fall. 100 Thieves do it again. And are now just one round away from taking the series in another hot 3-0.
That's match point right there. I swear, Priest spends the entire game, the entire of that round, he spends it in Gen G's base. Like, I don't think he even spawns there. I think he spawns next to Gen G at this point. I mean, he's just hitting the flank so consistently. You just have to turn around. You have to have your head in a swivel in every given moment, knowing full well the Priest is hitting that flank. Tough scenes in that defensive round. The first one was good. The second was great for 100 Thieves. And now, we have to see some magic out of Gen G. We've got to see something special now to turn this around. They can do this. We've seen incredible performances from them on Frequency. Again, they wrote the book on Search to begin with, and when it comes to Control, they're no slouches. This is gonna have to be a big round. 100 Thieves, they get to that grand final. Here we go, straight off the rip, in a way on the defense. Slasher's gonna be backed on up. Again, the specialists have been used for 100 Thieves. Major Maniac Havoc, that's gonna be the Tempest and the Slam ready. Priester, again, pushing forward, driving the spears right on through the heart of Gen G, and he's gonna keep this play going. Watch him overextend again. Watch him find another kill and push on forward. Actually, that's the Tempest coming out now.
Watch him stay alive.
In the back.
That's the shocking thing, is right now you're on a kill-dependent game mode, and Priest is dropping 22 and 12. Favoring 100 Thieves right now, but this round alone, slightly in advantage for Gen G. Kenny Enable, though, trying to turn the tables as they look towards to get mid-map control. Oh, by the window there, Havoc will fall. Nagapet trade things out. Can he get a double? Yes, he can before falling. And again, the life count now leveled up. No ticks have come in. You've got one player that being enabled by B is going to have a one-on-one, but now a potential slam. A team kill comes in with a cluster grenade, and you can see him arming this up, and as soon as a couple go in, you can see how fast that goes up. Slam available. Oh my goodness, you hate to see it. Both players on the inside, and Havoc not only doesn't find any with the slam, he's going to go down as well. Nagapet doing his best and will find 3.
It's a super set of 3 kills, but the contest is still going. Kenny's trying to chase down Mox. He's not going to get it. Mox is going to get the kill and save A. The tick comes through, but it's good enough. 18 to 17. We're fighting every single inch now for Gen G to try to stay alive. Slasher top shots keeps those 2 players pushed right on back to Tempest now for Major Maniac trying to hold down A. B though, that's a little bit of action happening on the other side of the map as well. Major Maniac, he has been such a superstar for his team. 13 and 14 and 16 now. He finds Slasher as well, just trying to find that cheeky little sort of quick shot. Not able to get it done. Still, we hold A. 35 seconds left. 100 Thieves can still get it done. Major Maniac finding more. Envoy still finding kills up top. He can't get any more out of this one now, and it's 15 to 11. Still 30 seconds left on the clock now. Gen G need to hold.
Yeah, this is the best we've seen Gen G so far. They have a 5 life advantage. Trades like that going down favor Gen G time and time again. 22 seconds. Kenny finds a double out of nowhere, and now the red arrows. 100 Thieves will push on. They'll try and track down A, bit of a beat down, a slide on in. Envoy wins that one once again, but it looks like A is going to go to 100 Thieves with 9 lives playing 13 now. You look quickly at the specialist. Kenny has that TAC 5 boost. Does he use it to win the series? Does Enable pop the vision pulse, or do they save that for a potential round 5? Kenny finds another. 4 kill streak for him, 26 and 18 now. No ticks onto B just yet, but the beat down doesn't come in. Priester finds one more, 10 to 7.
Wow, that was a big kill. 10 to 6, 9 to 6. The life count is still in contention, but that minute to work with, that's huge. 100 Thieves can make something big happen here. The contest comes through. They're out of lives now. This could be big. We have to see Gen G hold the line. We have to see Gen G not give anything away. Havoc, a nice 2-piece. Nagapet going forward. He can't get it done alone, but he does have the help of his friends. 7 leads to 3. Octane's going to be up and about. Kenny goes down. Can he find the vengeance? Just about. Major Maniac gets it done, and Priester alone now. we will see round 5.
Oh yes, we will. And I will say, Gen G played the ending very perfectly. When you have the life lead like that, you want to push forward, you want to get the kills in the opposition's base, and the reason being, if you do trade out like they did, they have more time to get back to the zone itself. Gen G, they pushed this to a round 5. Hardpoint was close, what, 30 points in it? Search and destroy, round 11. 100 Thieves came out on top for both of those. We're going to do a quick specialist check as we get into the final round. 100 Thieves have a chance here to go into the grand final. With an advantage, of course, Gen G potentially dropping down to face the green wall. But it is not over yet.
It's been such a tough year for Gen G. They've come close, no cigar. They dominate the Pro League. They impress everyone. They've been the dark horse at almost every single event they've been to. And now, finally, they've got to do something special. They can look at that top 3 placement if they can turn this around. Got to go all the way now against 100 Thieves. They have to win a hard point after this if they can force this, and then the search. Do they have it in them? Let's find out. Round 5 now. Specialists at the go. Tac 5 coming through. 100 Thieves. They're going to see that first tick go down. Envoy is going to invest the War Machine up and about. Flak Jacket's going to keep him safe. But again, the capture is coming through. The second tick is gone. And this is a supremely aggressive round from Gen G. It's working out. They've almost got B.
They've almost got B, and the reason being, Envoy counters the Tac 5 with that War Machine. However, Contest comes through. Slasher 2 with the Tac 5. Priester finds a double, and now it's all going down at A. We're going to be outnumbered. Be 100 Thieves, but does it even matter? Absolutely not. Octane with 3. And now the aggression starts. The life count favors 100 Thieves. The specialists favor 100 Thieves. They've got a vision pulse and enable. With all the kills going down, he can use it at any given time. Concussion goes out. Trophy system stops.
And we're back on B. Enable's got the vision pulse still. Great shots trying to catch Havoc. Big shots on Amorx. He gets the trade as well. Now Slasher's on point. All you have to do is cut down 2 more players who are still on B and you can stop the cap. But in Envoy, he finds these kills. Kenny gets cut out from behind, and this is it. The cap is coming through. It's going to be taken care of. Can he find anything here? The contest just in time for Octane. That is huge. As Envoy goes down, the contest is still there. Tempest now, he shuts down the streaks. No streaks for Octane. They capture B. 1:50. And a handful of lives to get this done.
3 players coming off spawn. Look at the grey arrows. Enable finding 2. That is probably one of the biggest 2 pieces he's got all tournament long. But now it goes down. Is there specialist? Yes, there is. Vision pulse for both sides. Nagafen near the Tac 5 boost. Trades going in and out. 100 Thieves favoring this one. Octane finds one. Quick beat down. Headshot comes in. Octane with a double. It doesn't matter if he's up close. Enable again. And with the vision pulse just like that, 100 Thieves, 1 or 2 more rounds of kills here. And it is all done.
And perfect timing to pop that vision pulse. You see where the enemies are coming from. You can just watch every single lane. Slasher, confidence bound by that vision pulse. He can charge forward. He can just hit whatever he wants. And now we're seeing nades come through. But it's not going to be enough now. Gen G, they have time. They have 7 lives to work with. They can wait out this entire vision pulse and then make the play happen mid-map. That's where they want to try to break through. Havoc, he falls up the map. Envoy gets cut down. The final 5 for Gen G now.
5v12. You see them group up. You see them sit back. Both vision pulse were just almost a waiting game. No one wanted to push forward. Havoc slips off the map for goodness knows what reasons here, but 3 players circle the A zone, not even 1 tick. And Priester, 1 kill, he gets the slam. All he needs is 1 kill. The contest comes through. He can just go down. However, Slasher and Enable will clean up. 2 lives as it just comes down to Havoc and Nagafen. The Tac 5 boost invested. And Havoc last alive. The War Machine shuts him down. And 100 Thieves come out on top again. A 30-point hardpoint, a round 11 search and destroy, and a control which goes the distance. Gen G with their best performance all year round, but simply not enough. They are not out of the tournament. They will drop down, but 100 Thieves move on to that grand final. They're trying to go for that back-to-back from London to Anaheim. 100 Thieves do it again.
No one's been able to do it yet. The 100 Thieves have what it takes to go back-to-back events. It'll be the first time someone's done it in Black Ops 4. But that's it for Miles and Momo here. Our winners bracket final is done. Desk, take it away.
Miles and Momo, say thank you so much. 100 Thieves is going to their 2nd grand final in a row, looking absolutely impeccable in that win over Gen G, who will go down later and face Optic Gaming to see if maybe they can get that rematch. Now, right off the rip, Nameless, What was the difference you saw between those two teams in that
100
series?
Thieves they have way more firepower, especially in their ARs. I think their ARs are completely superior to Mox and Nagafin. And looking at that series, I really think it comes down to that round 11 in that search and destroy. I think that if they're able to clutch up and win that, they force that game 4, possibly win a hard point. But yeah, I think it comes down to that. That War Machine just evaporated when he got stunned.
I think each individual map looked pretty close, but I don't think it was as close as it seemed. Like, Gen G was making that comeback in that Hacienda trying to hold fences, but realistically, nobody holds full 60s on fences. It's so rare. All it took was one solid push out of 100 Thieves and close the game. It just started looking closer than it was. That search and destroy was extremely close. I'm pretty sure Priestahh didn't even mean to stun that room, by the way. I'm pretty sure he meant to stun the plat, but Envoy's War Machine was nullified completely due to that, and they broke it and won that round with ease. It's just 100 Thieves from top to bottom looks incredible, and now that they have the confidence in search and destroy, I just don't know who could beat them.
Apparently when you're stunned, you just shoot blanks.
Now,
I saw
Study,
Nubsy after and he was so mad.
what happened to Gen G in that control? Because I feel like there were a couple moments where they had some I guess they kind of gave it away at certain points, it almost felt like.
Yeah, they basically, we saw in that second round, they were able to push up and get some spawn kills. But we saw just that break off on that last round. They were so aggressive on B. They had all that map control. They were like 2 mini seconds away from capping it. Then eventually they give up top mid and then they just break down and just get broken immediately. Then try to wrap back towards the A side and get shut down. And once that happened, they basically set up in a spawn trap. You are stuck between the decision where you want to go. Because both sides are basically shut down. All they have to do at that point is just pick up some kills. Unfortunately, 100 Thieves just dominated on that side. But one thing about that hard point is, 100 Thieves' best hard point coming into this was Arsenal. We always say that. They haven't played Arsenal the entire time because it keeps getting vetoed. The only thing is, Hacienda, they played it every series. They are 6-0 on Hacienda. Their first hill is unbelievable. They outscored them 81-26. That first hill on them on Hacienda is completely dominant on the side of 100 Thieves.
That is absolutely true. I mean, again, you can veto one of their best maps and they're just good at
They have so much data.
many
Yeah,
maps.
they
I
have
was talking to Nameless about it. They're just a super hard team to veto against. You have to play them on Hacienda or Arsenal. Nobody seems to want to play them on that.
Now let's take a look. This is our S&D KD leaderboard. You can see GodRx sitting at the top, but Octane right behind him, followed by Lacefield, Dylan, and Kenny.
This is insane. This was a team that was abysmal at S&D before their 2 weeks at Pro League. Then they go in the Pro League and start playing all these different kind of maps, start getting repetitions in. We saw them a lot with that payload. They got destroyed by E United, then they continued to play it back-to-back series, and they started winning. They're just getting really confident on every single one of these maps and just extending their map pool. It's going to be really hard to match up against these guys.
And you can tell how good that they are because when they win that search and destroy, they just 3-0.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's just the easiest series ever because they're so good at respawn. Usually when teams get better at search and destroy, their respawn gets a little bit worse. Not 100 Thieves. They are the exception to that rule in Call of Duty, and they're looking to go
I
back
think it's
to
just
that.
because from top to bottom, you don't know who's going to go off. This match, Priestahh went off in both Game 1 and Game 3. Even when things looked like it was on the back foot, he stepped up both times, huge ways. Yesterday it was Kenny and Slasher. This team is top to bottom so strong.
To that point, it's hilarious because we were just having a discussion up here. We're talking to Stats guy in the back. We're like, who's MVP for this tournament? And we're like, anybody from 100 Thieves can give it to the entire team.
Yeah.
But I guess it'll be whoever goes off these next 2 matches.
If they win.
If they win.
If
If
they win,
they
it's not over
win.
yet.
Yeah. On that note, let's bring
Who's
up our
beaten them
losers
twice?
bracket.
Optic can beat them.
beaten them twice?
I think Gen G has a better chance against Optic. I don't think they can beat 100. I don't
Nobody's
think Gen G
beaten
can beat
them
100 Thieves.
once in this tournament. Somebody's got to beat them twice to get a chip.
I mean, that
Not be Gen G.
a tall task for either of these two teams, Gen G and Optic Gaming, both trying to survive in that losers final to challenge 100 Thieves for the win at CWL Anaheim. We've seen FaZe Clan secure 4th, E United, E6 be eliminated. But when we're coming back, we've got way more Call of Duty.